It's not bad, I guess. Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to show you my new build for Nezha that I've been using ever since they did the revisit. I've been having a lot of fun with this setup, and I hope you will too, so let's get right to it. Now the cool thing about this is that if you drop Power Drift, which doesn't add a ton to this setup, it's gonna be a zero forma build. So you can easily try this without Power Drift to see whether you like it or not. Now the order I'm using here is Corrosive Projection because we're doing mostly heat damage, and heat damage is terrible versus armor, so this helps with Grenier and the Corrupted. Then I have Primed Continuity for some extra duration for Firewalker and Divine Spears, which is followed up by Intensify, Power Drift, Ogre Secrets, and Energy Conversion for Power Strength. This is a mod that you can get from Simiris on any of the relays, and what it does is whenever you pick up an energy orb, the next ability you cast will have 50% bonus power strength. This is a really good way to get some extra power strength without downsides for a setup like this, because enemies marked by Blazing Chakram, which we're going to be using a lot, have a pretty good chance to drop an energy orb. And that, in combination with the random energy orbs the enemies will drop anyway, means that it's going to be up a lot. The next mod on the menu I have here is Vitality, and this is because Warding Halo no longer protects you from all the damage, but it instead gives you 90% damage reduction. This isn't entirely necessary in lower levels, but if you're doing higher level stuff, Nezha's base health just isn't high enough to handle the damage that gets through your Warding Halo. Then I wanted some efficiency, so I have Fleet Expertise that's 2 ranks from the top to save on some duration, and a fully ranked Streamline. This is really nice for a Warframe like this, where you want to use your entire toolkit all the time rather than just one, maybe 2 abilities. It also helps to sort of counter a mechanical issue that I will talk about later. And the final mod I have here is Reaping Chakram, which makes it so that marked enemies have a hard chance of dropping a health orb, but also whenever your Chakram bounces, its damage is doubled. This is what produces the result that you saw in the beginning, where a single Chakram throw can easily decimate a group of enemies. And it's not just with the Corpus either, it will do the same thing to the Infested if you don't have a bad combination of Ancients in there. And ever since I switched from Energy Siphon to Corrosive Projection, it decimates the Grenier as well, though the first few bounces do very little damage, so there will always be a couple of stragglers left behind. Now I want to talk a little bit about the mechanical issue that I mentioned during the build section. It's one of the reasons why I wanted really high efficiency on this build. It's the auto-targeting on the Chakram, which at times is just atrocious. It's the one thing that's holding this build back from being absolutely amazing, especially in high-density situations like Onslaught. Because the thing is, when you throw the Chakram, there's a chance that instead of the Chakram bouncing between enemies and doing what it's supposed to do, which is a truck ton of damage, it will instead glance off the first enemy, fly over to a wall, spaz out for a little bit, and then fly back. It can be pretty frustrating at times, especially when it happens multiple times in a row, which it sometimes will. However, this is a mechanical issue, so there's a pretty good chance they're going to fix it eventually, and if they do, oh mamma mia, this build is going to be fan-freaking-tastic. So I would highly recommend you give this setup a shot, because it's not very expensive. As I've said already, you can try it out with zero forma. All you have to do is take out Power Drift, which doesn't add that much damage on top of everything else. It's just an awesome, well-rounded setup. You have a ton of damage reduction from Warding Halo, you have some crowd control from Divine Spears, some ability from Firewalker, and Blazing Chakram gives you all the damage you need on top of giving you sustain on both health and energy. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.